The scent of cedar and cold stone lingered in the Blood Moon Pack's council hall. I stripped off my soaked fox fur cloak, my fingers brushing the moon goddess pendant resting against my throat, a promise now shattered. The bronze throne beside me stood empty, Ulrik's throne. He was finally back after a year away in the north, summoned by the Lichen King, and he returned, unmarked, unclaimed, cold. My heart stuttered as the doors burst open, snowmelt and pine washing over me. There, he was alive, armored, eyes distant. "You're finally back," I whispered. But something in me already knew. This wasn't the Ulrik I remembered. And then he said it. "Velda will join the Blood Moon Pack. I'll mark her as my mate." My wolf snarled from deep inside, not just because of her, but because of the musk trailing from his skin. She was already on him. I stepped forward, trembling. "The moon goddess, she won't allow this. 2 lunas, you promised me." He cut me with a blade, not through skin, but with words. Those were just pheromones talking. Silence, just the fire crackling. "I love her," he said, just like that. As if the year I gave to Blood Moon I meant nothing. As if the vows he swore as he could fade with the rain. And then he left. Not even a glance back. I watched the bronze doors close behind him, and with them, the future I'd once believed in, but I didn't cry. Not yet. My wolf didn't weep either. She burned, and that fire would not go out quietly. I stood alone in the storm, the rain washing away whatever warmth was left in me. Ulrik was gone, and with him, the last illusion of love I held on to, but I didn't break. Not yet. I returned to my cottage, just beyond the pack house walls, distant enough to be forgotten, but close enough to watch them thrive on what was mine. Beata waited for me, her eyes wide red from crying. "Adelaide," she whispered, but I cut her off. "He never marked me," I said, pulling off my soaked tunic. "A scratch. That's all it ever was." Beata flinched, then asked, "Why stay? Why let them keep taking?" "Get me the Frostfang ledger." She hesitated. "But Luna Erella, your mother, she arranged this alliance." I laughed, bitter and sharp. "She believed in Ulrik. She thought he'd make me strong. Turns out, strength comes from betrayal." Beata handed me the ledger. Page after page, my family's wealth had kept Blood Moon alive, food, medicine, protection, and still they dared call me unworthy. They dared replace me. They dared to forget what I've lost. My brothers, my parents, Frostfang burned to ash and soaked in blood. I was the only one left, and still I was treated like a pawn. Beata's voice broke the silence. "What now?" I stared at the mark on my neck, fading, weak. "Now," I said. "Now. I go to the Lichen King," Beata gasped. "You can't. He'll destroy you." "No," I answered, voice low and steady. "I won't beg. I won't kneel. I'll make him see me. I am the last of Frostfang. I leave not as a broken Luna, but as an Alpha's heir. Let Ulrik have his war queen. Let Velda play Luna. I would not be forgotten, and I would not forgive. Not this. Never this." Beata returned with the ledger in her hands, her face pale. "You've covered 6 million in Blood Moon's costs this year." "Alone," she whispered. "The Frostfang estates, the silver mines, untouched. All of Luna Erella's accounts still locked in your name." I stared at the numbers, feeling the weight of my mother's legacy pressing against my spine. She gave everything to ensure I'd be safe, happy. And this was what I had become. Cast aside, replaced. My wolf whimpered, but I held her down. "There's nowhere else for us to go," Beata said softly. "Frostfang is gone." I saw the plaza again, crimson pooling beneath the altar, the wind howling through broken stones. My pack, my people, slaughtered. "Anywhere is better than here," I muttered. "But if we leave, they win," Beata snapped. "Ulrik and Velda, get everything, your title, your power." I looked up, my voice cold. "Let them." Her eyes filled with tears. "But your family." "My family is gone." I stood, fingers brushing the fading mark on my neck. But Frostfang's name will not die in shame. I'll go to the Lycan King. Beata reeled. No, he'll be furious. He's a god among wolves. He'll destroy you. I smiled faintly. Not if I speak the truth. Not if I stand tall. Knock rattled the door. Luna Adelaide, came a voice from outside. Luna Rosemary requests your presence. I straightened my cloak and opened the door. Let's go, I said to Beata. Sunset cast long shadows across Blood Moon's plaza. The rain had stopped, but a storm still brewed within me. We entered the elder Luna's residence. Rosemary reclined on a black sofa, surrounded by Ulrik's kin, Simon, Tamara, Sabrina. All eyes turned to me. I bowed slightly. May the moonlight bless you, elder. Kin, come closer, Rosemary beckoned. Velda, she's something else, isn't she? I held her gaze. You've met her then? She hesitated. Rough, like sandstone. But the Lycan King has spoken. I smiled. Their warrior reduced to a breeder. Fitting. Laughter filled the room, forced, sharp. 2 Lunas, I said. That's not tradition. Tradition bends, Rosemary replied coldly. And your role is to support the Alpha. I turned to Tamara. You're trained. Take over. She paled. No, you manage everything. You're the only one who can. Exactly, because I gave them everything. But now? Now I take it back. I'll pass on my duties tomorrow, I said. Blood Moon's fate is no longer mine to carry. The gates to the Lycan King's fortress loomed, like obsidian teeth against a stormlit sky. Beata stood behind me, trembling. Are you sure? She whispered. There's no turning back. I lost everything already, I said. If I don't fight now, I lose myself too. We entered. Inside, silence reigned. No guards, no messengers, just cold stone and a scent of power so thick it made my wolf shrink. Then he appeared. The Lycan King, tall, ancient, eyes like eclipses. You defy my decree, she-wolf? He asked, his voice neither loud nor soft, but it shattered something in my chest. I am Adelaide of Frostfang, I said, daughter of Alpha Bentley, Luna of Blood Moon, and I request the right to reject my mate. He raised an eyebrow. Your mate or your pride? I faltered, but my voice held. He betrayed the moon goddess's vow. He marked another without dissolving our bond. Silence, then laughter. Not from the king, from behind him. Velda stepped forward, armor glinting, Ulrik's mark still red on her neck. I told you she'd come crawling, Velda smirked. Behind her, Ulrik emerged. My breath caught. He bowed, before the king. Adelaide has grown unstable, my liege. Her bloodline is fading, Frostfang's power is spent. I gasped. Betrayal. Again. But the king raised a hand. Enough. He turned to me. You came to break a bond, he said. But the moon chooses its vengeance. Then his hand moved, and pain exploded in my chest. I fell to my knees. Beata screamed. Blood. My blood spilled onto the black marble. But then something ancient stirred within me. My wolf howled, louder than it ever had before. My eyes glowed silver white. The king's face, that's changed. Fear. I rose even as blood poured from my chest. You are not the only heir left, I whispered. From behind, the doors crashed open. Wolves, dozens, Frostfang survivors, hidden, waiting, led by someone I thought dead. My brother, scarred, changed, alive. He stepped forward, blade in hand. Adelaide, it's time. Ulrik's face went pale. Velda's smirk vanished, and the Lycan King, he bowed. To the true Alpha of Frostfang, and just before darkness took me, I smiled, because this was never about vengeance, it was about rebirth.